Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to another daily collective channeling. What's going on with the Twin Flame Collective today, the 9th of November 2025? Many of you guys may have woken up feeling a lot of stomach related troubles. You may feel a bit dizzy. You may feel really exhausted because there's a sacral chakra activation that's going on deep within. So anything to do with that area, if you are feeling like throwing up or anything like that, that is because of the timeline jumps that you may be going through, also because everything is changing. So that's why today, as we are sitting right in the heart of the pre 1111 portal corridor and the energy is building fast, it's quieter on the surface, but deeper currents are moving beneath. The body feels heavy yet hollow. That's the sensation of the light body expanding beyond the nervous system's old limits. So that's why, waking up, if you woke up today feeling slightly dizzy, emotional, or detached, it's not regression. It's your field widening to accommodate new frequencies of truth. So, the overall tone of today is closure and revelation. We're under the influence of Mercury in shadow season, pre Mercury retrograde window, and Neptune retrograde in Pisces, Uranus retrograde in Taurus, and Jupiter semi square Saturn, a rare combination that forces honesty. So the universe is cleaning up what illusion could not. So Mercury shadow continues to bring old texts, memories, and half finished conversations to the surface. So this is not to reopen wounds, but to clarify unfinished frequencies. If someone from the past reappears in your mind, it's an invitation to forgive, not to reach out. And I'm talking about, it could be a colleague or an old boss or relatives or anyone. It's time to cut off people who do not resonate anymore. So Neptune retrograde keeps stripping the glamour of spiritual romanticism. That's why on a monadic twin flame journey, it's very crucial for us divine feminines to welcome this, illusions dissolving, clarity remaining, and what felt like rejection months ago, years ago, now reveals itself as divine redirection, especially when we are in full stable union. More and more wisdom about the journey births through our day-to-day living. So Uranus retrograde continues to shake up physical patterns, sleep, appetite, work, emotional rhythms. You might start having cravings, or you might suddenly feel like you don't like the food you always enjoy eating. This is all to test your nervous system to higher stability. So trust the disruption, right? So meanwhile, Jupiter and Saturn tension highlights growth through responsibility. So every choice you make now writes your next 6 month union cycle. For those of you who are in pre union stage, this is such an auspicious period. And for those of us in stable union, we are going to continue to anchor more missions and codes. So very, very exciting period. And for those of you who have just met your divine masculine, welcome to the world of twin flames and more. So, in every stage of a connection, remember to be, live, and to be in a state of being. That's what's crucial. So what is going on with our beloved divine masculines collective today? So it can feel really, really restless, quite restless, I would say. The ego is wary of pretending indifference. Divine masculines are caught between the safety of control and the pull of truth. So many are reviewing all words they said to you, especially moments where pride overshadowed vulnerability. So this is the period where divine masculines may be unblocking you, or apologizing, or coming in and telling you the truth about why they said those words, like not interested, or never ever going to speak to you again, things like that. So in our divine masculines dreams, our image keeps resurfacing, not as fantasy but as mirror. So divine masculines are beginning to sense how their silence hurt themselves more than it hurt you. So our divine masculine's higher self is guiding them towards emotional honesty. So if you're feeling a sudden tug in your heart, a sense of tears for no reasons, it's likely you're feeling our divine masculine's emotional purge. The walls are softening. So for us divine feminines, today is about embodiment through rest. So take it easy. Today is a day to rest, reset, it's all about going with the flow, because our field has processed immense plasma since the 5th of November. So our soul now asks for simplicity, slower mornings, quiet afternoons, and gentle nourishment. So that's why, as divine feminines, we may be feeling waves of nostalgia. And for some of you guys, you may be feeling loneliness. Don't mistake this for regression. These are memory echoes leaving your auric field. So when the tears arise, they're actually completing a karmic discharge. So the message is, do not chase clarity. Become clarity, embody clarity. So if you're seeing 999, 909, 929, 1919, or 9999, these are all codes of completion and transcendence. So 999, end of the illusion cycle, integration of higher self. 909, karmic healing through compassion, not contact. 929, balance between your inner world and outer worlds. And 1919, 1919, the past can no longer define love, because you're entering a new period of unconditional love, and surprise messages are going to come in from your divine masculine. And 9999, collective ascension milestone, mission creeds are reforming, change is coming in, and it's almost like everything is sinking in the most beautiful way possible. So the colors today are, if you're seeing the colors deep indigo, emerald, and rose gold, that's a very, very auspicious sign, because indigo supports third eye clarity, emerald opens up heart wisdom, and rose gold seals higher love into the physical realm. So if you're seeing any of these colors, do comment. All right, so the flower frequency is the blue lotus. It's a symbol of divine remembrance and truth unfolding from silence. If you notice lotus imagery of blue or blue toned petals today, or even the blue pea butterfly flower, it signals that the soul's awakening beyond illusion, and everything is coming together in sacred divine timing. And if you're seeing the owl, the messenger of nocturnal wisdom and revelation, so seeing or dreaming of an owl today shows your intuition surpassing logic. So you are reading energy, not words. So that's why, guys, if you are seeing any of these signs, very, 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 very much in alignment with everything that's going on in your journey, because divine masculines have so much to say. So the messages that I'm channeling is that our divine masculines want us to know that we are as precious as a rose, but at the same time, the thorns are what scare him, because he needs to go through all the obstacle to reach our sacred, most beautiful self. So he says that even though it may look like he's the one who's running, but the truth is, divine masculines have always been afraid of our light. So that's what divine masculines are. So symbolically, the rose and the thorns. So to reach the rose, he needs to go through the thorns, and that's what he's afraid of. But however, divine masculines are shifting through that, and they are willing to make the next move. So they are truly sinking in. Even if you're in the period of stabilizing union, remember, the adjustment period can be quite nerve-wracking. But truly, just surrender, and everything will come in. And for those of us in full stable union, more beautiful things are going to unveil itself. So all we got to do is keep anchoring in our mission, keep doing galactic and planetary work. All right, so cosmic consciousness reminds us, from 9th to 11th November, we are in the mirror corridor's final sweep. Everything not resonating with your authentic vibration will gently fall away. So don't chase collapsing timelines, let them dissolve. So the mantra for today is, I release what no longer matches my frequency of love. So for those of us already in physical union, refinement continues. Communication becomes subtler, guided by more and more multi-dimensional more multi-dimensional communication more than 3D talk itself. So it's going to be everything. And for those in separation, your connection strengthens through stillness. Remember, your divine masculine is listening in silence. So by the time we cross into the 1111 portal, remember, everything will stabilize in truth rather than fear. So, to all the divine feminines, fellow monadic divine feminines, watching this video, remember, you're not waiting, you're weaving. Every breath of surrender builds the new grid. Every time you rest instead of react, the union field anchors deeper. So, take today gently. Today is a very powerful day, very auspicious day, post full moon, pre 1111 portal. So trust your higher self, trust the plan, awaken, keep awakening your inner teacher. Seek guidance from your inner teacher. External teachers like me are here to awaken your internal teacher. So always trust your intuition first, all else after, right? Remember, the cosmos is not delaying you, it's synchronizing you. So with that, I still have spots for the 11/11 twin flame portal healing and activation, so you guys can book via my website, and then we can discuss a time for the healing and activation. All right, so I'll see you again tomorrow for the 10th November collective reading as we move into the 11/11 gateway alignment. Stay grounded, stay sovereign, and stay in love. And guys, if you want to work one-on-one with me, you can book for a session via the description. All sessions are conducted by me one-on-one via video call, so you can ask me all the questions you want during our session. With that, I've introduced some amazing new healing. So watch the space, look at my website, and see what you resonate with. And often you guys email me, oh, what healing would suit you best? Go with what your intuition guides you to. All right, with that, see you all soon. Love you all and stay blessed always. All right, see you all again. Bye bye.